Runk.
Were you blind then too, or just you went blind today?
Are we going?
Yeah, it started. Yeah, man.
We already recorded, so we're recording right now already.
Yeah, I know.
So it was Morgan Freeman's birthday. Is he 150? Dude, he has looked he's looked 80 since how long? Well, how long? I heard he got his big role when he was 50.
How old is he? First of all,
80 something.
Well, I got to be at least 80.
Yeah.
But yeah, he definitely wasn't like. What did I see? I saw a trailer of a movie he was in, and he was so young for Morgan Freeman, but he was still at least in his mid 40s.
Yeah. 87. Yeah. I think
he's
he had his big role either at 50, 45, or 50, and then but before that, because he started acting like later. 30.
Yeah, he was like Harrison Ford, except Harrison Ford did it earlier. Like he was like a fully something else.
So Harrison Ford did it first. So you're saying that Morgan Freeman copied Harrison Ford?
You know, he did it first.
Oh,
Harrison Ford
copied him. I didn't know Harrison Ford was a copycat. Okay.
He just broke out and quit being a carpenter earlier than Morgan Freeman quit being whatever he was, which I'm about to find out because I'm a sleuth like that.
Yeah. I will be in Fort Lauderdale coming up here. Get your tickets. Go to St. Louis. I'm going to be in St. Louis. Get your tickets. I'm going to be in Indianapolis. Get your tickets. I'm going to be in Houston. Get your tickets. Now, if Anthony were worth his weight, worth his salt, you know what I mean? He'd be scrolling, but he's not. I'll be in Irvine, California, Huntsville, Alabama. Miami. Look at that, chrisleah.com. Go get tickets right now.
You should go get tickets at chrisleah.com.
Yeah, and I can't wait, dude. Pittsburgh, dude, I'm going everywhere. Isn't that crazy?
It's absolutely bing bong bonkers, my baby.
So also get the Patreon at Lifeline Luxury Patreon. We can get all this. There's like 60 episodes there that you can just go watch right now if you subscribe. Patreon.com/Lifeline Luxury. And there are also 2 full live episodes there that you can watch if you haven't yet. They're awesome.
And Morgan Freeman rose to fame in the 70s for his role in the children's television series The Electric Company.
Oh, that's right.
Freeman then appeared in a bunch of Shakespeare plays. So the guy knows his shit. Also, naturally, sign up for my personal Patreon, patreon.com/Matt D'Elia. It is going wild in there. The OG crew is flying. It's currently our only tier, $5 a month. But guess what? Every single cup of coffee, even really, really shitty ones, costs more than that. So sign up for me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
For sure. I was thinking about Morgan Freeman, and he legitimately... What did he do first?
I didn't
because it's weird because he started acting like I guess later, and so
I thought that too. But I thought that was like a story about him.
Maybe if I think about Morgan Freeman,
the story I know is he worked like on telephone lines, but this says nothing about that.
What I think is, do you think he's a good actor?
Yeah, I mean when he was younger,
right?
And now he
just does his thing.
He does like what De Niro does,
right?
It's just like. I'm the guy that says words like this. Like it's a joke now. It's a joke now when he narrates something.
Right there. It says radar repairman.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I know. It really did. It really is a joke now when he's in something. That sucks that it becomes that, you know? Because it's not his fault. I mean, it kind of is because he could do different shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like he could do he could play like, you know, someone with Down syndrome or something.
Well, because he's amazing. But he's dude, 87, I don't care.
No, I know.
If you're 87 and just being like, I'm taking the highest bidder, I don't care what it is. Yeah. What is the Belle Isle movie he made?
That's
like,
cool.
Geez,
you're saying
dude.
that's cool?
I'm saying I got no bones with it. If you're going to phone it in, if you're going to be like Oscar Isaac and be like super cool and like have so much promise and then just like take every single franchise that's thrown in your face
he did,
and never do another cool movie that's like smaller than $300 billion, then you sold out. You phoned it in.
Right.
That guy was so dope. He was literally like going to be, in my mind, like the next like Pacino.
You think so?
Yeah, dude, he was amazing. And he had he looked like that. Mm-hmm. He's Guatemalan. he had a run of this like really good like mid-sized movies
Really?
that only got made because of him. He was like a genuine star.
Yeah, but dude, then he got to play. What was the guy in X-Men? Not Cyclops. Apocalypse. Yeah.
He's in an X-Men movie.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is. He's in Oscar Isaac's in an X-Men movie
Yeah,
too.
he played Apocalypse.
Oh my god, dude!
I thought that's what you were talking about. That and Star Wars. What are you talking about?
It's that Star Wars and Dune is what I was talking
Oh,
about.
he's in Dune. Yeah.
It's like, dude, you've done enough.
But he's good though, right?
I'm sure he's good in them, but who cares? Get 1,000 other actors to do what they're doing in that movie.
I see what you're saying.
It's not that
you want him to do
strenuous.
that King speech.
Yes, dude.
You know?
Having the worst shit of his life.
No, dude. If I was in King's Speech, dude, I would have killed that shit.
But you're killing it right now.
Did Colin Firth win the Oscar for that?
Yes.
Okay, well, I would have won it first. You know?
That's so stupid. But that's him in it?
I'd be the King's Speech therapist. That's not how you do it.
That's him.
That's him in it. Wow. Yeah. What? Hey, man. Hey, Oscar Isaac. You're a loser. I met you once about a movie you were considering doing that I wrote.
Oh.
You were considering doing right after, or maybe right after he did the Coens movie.
Mm-hmm.
What's that movie? Through his agent, which is common. He wasn't like being like a puss boy.
Yeah.
Through his agent or manager, I don't remember. He told me that he was actually going to take a long time off from acting and focus on his music career. Literally, like a week or two later, it's like announced that he's in Star Wars.
That's hilarious. Well, but that's, yeah. Well, so, wow. So, dude, have you seen...
that's hilarious.
No, have you seen what's the Jim Carrey quote? Or no, not the Jim Carrey quote, the thing where he's like, I've done it all. I'm not going to act. If there's one thing... You know, if there's something along the line that really speaks to me, but I'd really have to be really something I'm passionate about. And then it says in the Wikipedia, Carrey returned to acting, playing Dr. Robotnik in Sonic the Hedgehog. You saw that, right?
I think I know that.
So funny.
I thought I was going to make fun of him doing Mr. Popper's Penguins after that.
Oh, no.
Because there's a whole menu of things you can pick.
Yeah.
I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
But when he gets on his like anti shit, I'm just like, dude, let other people who aren't like massive stars
say that
with the most massive egos say that kind of shit.
That's interesting.
He's like, I'm no one, you know, and you're like, oh,
right.
Jesus, shut the fuck
just
up.
Like a guy going through trash behind him, like,
yeah, right. Yeah.
That's me actually.
Wait, what did that last screen say? Jim Carrey said he would only return to acting if angels bring the.
That's what it was.
Oh my god! 2 years later.
Yeah,
he's back making movies because he quote needs the money. Spent money so badly.
But what I don't understand is
he was making $20 million a movie back in the 90s. Dude.
So I guess my question is, because I know what it's like, because when you level up, you spend more, obviously. But what is this? How is that possible?
Maybe he was joking, but
Right.
a lot of guys who make just as much money really do find themselves like this. Nicolas Cage literally does what he does.
Right.
Those really dumb-looking movies
Yeah.
that go straight to Netflix that nobody ever heard
But
of.
how does that?
It's because he needs money because he is in debt because he buys like castles
in debt
and graveyards.
Yeah, right.
You know, some people get so rich they have their own LLC, they have their own companies, they have their own like offshore accounts that you can literally be in debt the same way a company or country is in debt.
Okay.
So he's sitting there in debt, and it's like, well, why is he allowed to be him out in the world? And it's like, because he's like in debt, dude.
Right.
America doesn't just like turn off when they're in debt, you know.
Well, because Nicolas Cage, though, you know why he buys like fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex heads and shit.
I think he actually does do that.
There is what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But Jim Carrey, it's like I'm sure he's a plane, but like he's so rich, so.
Here we go. Yeah. Okay. These include a haunted house. This is what
he bought?
He bought a haunted house in New Orleans, a dinosaur skull that was later returned to the Mongolian government,
Wow.
2 cobras that had to be rehomed, and multiple castles.
Wow.
His spending habits, including a significant investment in real estate, led to a substantial debt, which he has since worked to pay off.
I mean, the guy bought cobras, bro. That's so weird. Wow, he's got to be a wild one. So it says he once outbid Leonardo DiCaprio for a dinosaur skull, which cost $276,000. Wow. And then the skull turned out to be stolen.
I hope he got his fucking money back.
He outbid DiCaprio for a dinosaur skull. That is just...
Cage also spent on other items like a Lamborghini, vintage comic books, and even a pet octopus.
Look at this.
Man.
He owned 2 king cobras, but they had to be relocated to the zoo because of the complaints of neighbors. Dude, that is so crazy.
What about Nicolas Cage's wild spending that blew his $150 million...
A pet octopus? I mean, that's that much money, but still.
You got to wonder about the upkeep. The pick with it?
Wow.
I mean, the finest print, you know? A one-of-a-kind Lamborghini. Well, how much was the price?
$500,000.
Yeah, $500,000. Wow. Okay.
Oh, that was in 97.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Oh,
money.
yeah. It's obviously not a new car, man. Look at it. Sorry, I don't mean it. You're a fucking idiot.
Keep going down, obviously.
Keep going down. That's Superman. Was that Superman? Yeah, Superman. Go down. That's got to be, what is that, 100,000?
Millions.
Deadly snakes. How much is a deadly snake? Wait a minute. 2 cobras? Oh, you can't. They're that much? $276,000 for
albino king cobra snakes.
Well, yeah, don't
for
get
a
that,
$250,000.
Oh, wait, what? Cage was previously a 2-headed snake he wanted to buy for $80,000. That guy's a weird guy, bro.
Yeah, look at all the. He owns an octopus
For $500,000. Wait, why was the octopus $500,000?
No, $150,000, right? Yeah, $150,000.
It says in the mid 80s, so
Yeah,
for
now,
it's
yeah.
$500,000.
Why was an octopus that much? You eat them.
Private island.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
$5 million for a private island.
Oh man, maybe I had like because they have suctions. Maybe they suck his cock.
Oh. Medieval castle in Germany.
Ew, I don't like that.
What do you?
That. That's very. This is wild. Castles are.
This one was $2.3 million.
Castles is crazy.
Owning
like,
a castle,
for what?
just everything.
Did they even have Wi-Fi?
An 18th century castle in England.
Haunted house. Well, not real, not haunted. Go down. No such thing. So, how can you say I bought a haunted house? It's not haunted.
$5 million.
I hate that shit.
$5 million.
What's haunted about it?
It was a serial killer's house.
Oh, well, that's different. But not. Don't say haunted then. Say it was a serial killer's house.
Crime scene. Other expensive
Yeah,
properties.
way more interesting.
Scroll down.
The shit.
Oh.
What's that? Come suck my cock, octopus. That's him right now. Come do it. Come on,
8.5 million square foot Las Vegas.
You're worth $500,000. Come suck my
Las
cock.
Vegas residency.
Come on, you got suction, right?
$35 million house in 2010.
Come suck my cock near my triceratops head.
No, he put it on a market. He owned a house. He put it on the market for $35 million. Sold it for just $10 million. Okay.
Bought it for how much?
10.
Bought it for how much?
No, put it on the market for 35. Sold it for just 10.
Oh, right. I got it. Okay. All right.
Bought it originally for $8 million.
All right. Well, that's what a life,
Oh, he bought a meteorite from Mars. All right, you don't deserve my attention anymore.
Wow.
All right, I guess that's going.
Was
it's been
in
long
Con
enough.
Air,
Yacht.
right?
He just doesn't stop.
Yeah, that is wild, bro. A 9-foot burial tomb?
That for himself when he dies. Yeah.
Is it right?
He already picked out the graveyard. Yep. And the tombstone. Obviously,
What?
that's it.
Whoa.
A debt-free future. Doubt it.
That is really that is really that
In
makes
one
me
way,
feel weird.
that's living. In another
Yeah.
way, that's just what are you doing?
Yeah, it's living in a way, and in a way, it's like I think that ends badly, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Okay. Well, I mean,
Seems like he's
dead,
in a great mood all the time.
so yeah. Ha! Suck my cock, octopus. That's why he's in a great mood. Mm-hmm. Finger in his mouth.
So I was seeing this girl all
just
last summer.
started the show without fucking even asking us.
Well,
to cut
I
us off
think
real hard.
we were on that tip though. Let's do it.
Don't defend him.
No, he's a dum dum, but let's do it.
Okay, cool.
So I was seeing this girl all last summer. A couple weekends ago, we got back together and hung out for the night. We go on a date the next weekend. I go to her house to pick her up. She's like, "Oh, come inside. My family and I are having drinks, hanging out." I'm like, all right. So I go inside, have drinks with them, hang out. It's all cool. Mm. And then I take us to the bar, just her and I. And we have some drinks. It's good. She's like, "I'm going to go get us another round." And I'm like, all right, sweet. So she goes inside, and I don't see her for maybe 20, 25 minutes.
Wow.
And I'm like, all right, something's up. So I go inside. I'm looking for her, and I see her sitting next to a really handsome dude at the bar.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, ah, shit, here we go.
Yeah.
So I go over and hang out with them for a bit. We all chit chat. It's all
Sure.
good. And then we go on to the next bar, her and I, and he comes with us. And I'm like, ah, shit.
Oh God.
So we go have a bar at this next place.
Okay.
We're hanging. It's all good.
Jeez.
She takes out her phone, and I see her open up the contacts app
No.
and hand it to him, real sly and slow, trying to hide it, you know.
Oh, that's the worst part.
And I'm like, oh, that's not kosher.
No,
So
it is
I
not.
paid my bill without saying anything. I got up and just left.
Yeah.
I got in my car.
Sure. Why
She
did
came
that?
out. She's like, where you going? Where you going? I'm like, I'm going home, dude. Do you need a ride? And she didn't really answer me. And I go, do you need a ride? I'm going home. She didn't end up coming with me. I went home, got super fucking pissed drunk, sat by the fire and
Sure.
blocked her.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Cause I don't fuck with that. You don't do that to somebody.
I get that.
No, you do
That's
not.
just shitty, man.
You do not do
So
that.
I'm totally fine with never hearing from her again, never seeing her again. But I'm sure I will at some point because we live in the same town.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got two options here. I could be above all that and just not deal with it. Let it flow right past me and just keep doing what I'm doing. Stay on my own trail.
Exactly. Or I could find her.
Which I have no problem doing. You know, I feel at peace with what happened, and
wants
I've
to tell her
internalized it, and you know, I'm not taking it personal. But I want to let her know that it hurt me, and that was
shit,
kind of
yeah.
shitty, man.
Eh.
Is that necessary? Do I have to? I guess I don't have
Yeah,
to,
that's a
but
good
I would like
question.
to.
That's a good question.
But then that stirs up a whole nother
Yeah.
bucket of shit that I don't want to deal with. So what would you guys do?
Props to even
Thanks.
being able to tell this story. because
Articulate it so
I
well.
wouldn't even want to be even thinking about it. So,
That's funny.
but well, here, okay. So first things first, you said that's not okay. So explain what would be okay. You.
I know, but which
Like
what,
you said, it's not okay what she did.
Yeah.
So what would be okay that she did? If she saw a guy, was really attracted to him, it's the second date they're on, and she'd rather be with this other guy. So what would be okay in that situation for her to do?
There are a couple things. One is the really, really difficult thing of being like, hey, this is like so awkward, but
Right.
like, I swear I had no intention of any of this, but like, I like met a guy over there and like, I'm just gonna keep hanging out with him like now.
yeah.
Like, and I don't like the idea that I'm leaving you hanging. But like, I just really didn't want to be dishonest about it in any way. Now, somebody could make a case that that's shitty. That you dance with the one that brung you is the way the expression goes, and that makes a lot of sense. And
Right.
there's that version too. There's just like, oh, dude, okay, I'm on if I'm her, okay,
Yeah.
and I'm on a date
Because I think that's
with a girl,
Yeah.
who's back at the bar or the other area of the bar waiting for me to bring
Yeah.
drinks,
Yeah.
and I end up next to a girl I'd rather be
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
I'd say, hey, I'm actually on a date right now, so this is really embarrassing.
Right.
And I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but obviously this is something I've never done, but if I wasn't here with her, I would just be forever kick myself for not trying to talk to you, not trying to see you again. Under the circumstances, I know that they could be a lot better, but this is what they are. Would you mind like giving me your numbers so like we could maybe get together sometime?
So then what do you say to the date?
Then I just say, okay, great, bye. Then I go back to my date,
Do the date.
and have a fine time.
Yeah. I think that's
and
probably
then it just
the,
ends.
I think that's probably the
Yeah.
best thing to do.
Yeah. Plus, it's clear that she wasn't even he wasn't even close to where she ended up having a run-in with the guy.
Yeah, well, no, and if it was 20 minutes, that's
crazy.
way
Like,
too long.
what are you doing? What are you thinking?
So
You're with
she's
a
being
guy.
shitty.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, maybe she was drunk. Maybe she feels bad. I mean, look, she obviously like is going to hang out with the guy, and that's okay. But like, what I would do is I would probably leave it alone. But I do understand wanting to be like, hey, what you did was shitty. But she's out of your life. Who fucking cares?
Oh, and then about
point.
that question,
Yeah.
I 100% would never say anything to
you
her
wouldn't?
again. And if, as you say, you know, you're worried about running into her because you live in the same town, when you're around her, behave like the Joker.
Oh wow!
Behave like just an absolute. Yep, and a whoopee cushion, and just be like the career. It's a new theory I've developed in my mind. If you're so mad, that like there's no containing your anger, but there's no way to act on your anger, it doesn't even enter your mind to like physically harm her, obviously, unless you're sociopath. So that's not even remotely on the table. But then, like, what are you going to do? Yell at her, write her an angry text or email? No, dude. You like don't ever talk to her unless you run into her.
Down the stairs.
And then you act like the Joker.
Start dancing down the stairs.
Yeah. Whatever's nearby.
Batman?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, good thing I didn't stay with this guy.
Yeah.
Batman, let's see the Cape Crusader try and fix this situation.
But don't get that specific about Batman.
I'm glad I went with the handsome guy.
It's like it's your version of the Joker. You're not the Joker.
Right. Like there's Joaquin Phoenix, there's Jack Nicholson, there's different versions.
And they're way different.
Also you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And you could just be the quiet Joker in the corner, just like,
yes, you definitely
Batman.
could. Don't say Batman. Make it more generic than that. Can't do it without Batman. You know?
Batman. Could you imagine, dude? Just she hears you like kind of.
She'd be scared. She'd be real scared.
Batty brains.
Yeah, that would be good. Just don't say Batman.
What?
Because then you're totally insane.
I know who you are, Bruce Wayne. Batman. The Dark Knight. She's just like eating at a sushi place with her. They're engaged now.
With her now husband, yeah.
Yeah. Batman.
Standing way too close to their table.
No, I like it all the way across the restaurant and just looking, staring, and he's also on a date. But he's still doing that. Just fucking up his own date. Hey, sweetie, actually, I got to do this thing.
I know it's going to seem really weird, but
it is going to seem weird. I'm going to get you, the food's coming. The food's going to come, but just chill, okay? I'm going to just do this thing. Batman!
Oh my God.
She meets someone else and goes off with him.
Yeah, then how could it happen again?
What the fuck? Now I have to be the penguin. Mac, mac, mac. In the next date,
Yeah.
he just keeps picking Batman villains.
The small town becomes Gotham.
He's every villain and there's no Batman. And then he starts robbing banks and killing people.
Okay.
And then it really is Gotham with no Batman. And that's where I come in.
That's okay. Well,
And then I have to save that fucking place.
you have to be Batman, yeah.
So be careful, dude. Don't let it get to you.
yeah. Otherwise,
Batman, the Batman. If he's just doing that, look like across the way, just like that loud, and she's just like, that guy keeps looking at me saying, the dude is like, the guy over there keeps looking at you and laughing and saying, Batman.
she's like, I know.
Was that the guy you were with?
Remember that day we met? Do you remember the day we met?
Yeah.
That was that guy.
Wasn't that the guy that was with us that was going to drive you home and then he turned into the Joker? That was his origin story?
He was the Joker?
When we met, that was his origin story? Oh, fuck. Batman. Okay. Wow, that's
All right.
it. Yeah.
That's a
Next
really
one.
good one, yeah.
Yo, what up, Matt and Chris?
What's up?
Big fan coming at ya.
What up?
So, how do you wipe your anus?
Oh!
That's a good one after that.
Because me and my friend were talking about it, and he said that he stands up completely to wipe his anus,
Does he bend over?
and that's just fucking crazy. Because everyone knows that you just do that little side lean thing.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up, and like 50% of the population stand up.
So he stands up and
Wipe
bends.
Bends at
their
his
ass.
waist.
Either way, you're bending, right?
So, what do you think about that? And also, how crazy are those people, and how bitch is it? Those people that crawl into those little cracks in the earth and
The cave.
just fucking, you know,
Oh, I mean, this
crawl
guy, you know.
in those little crevices and shit and get lost.
Filmmaker.
So dangerous and so not worth it, dude.
I mean, you know.
I liked it, though. I liked that he did that.
No, he did that because we made fun of the last guy, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
But I liked that he did it.
Such a fucking Darren Aronofsky fan, though. I will say that to me, look, I'm very particular with a lot of things. To me, that's not even worth thinking about, which is maybe it's because about shit. It's so hack, you know. But like, I would be like, I stand up and bend over and really get in there.
That the only exception for what you're saying about standing up that I would make for anyone in the world is if you're standing up and bending at the waist.
Yeah.
If you're just standing straight up, that doesn't even...
You're smushing it.
You're just smashing it more and more in different ways into your cheeks.
Batman with the shitty ass. You probably stand up to wipe, Batman. Oh, dude, did you get your refill? At a really acclaimed sushi place?
No, I highly doubt 50% of the population does this.
No. Well, not just stand up. They might bend over, like they're a football lineman or something. I would do that. I do that.
I'm picturing standing
Just wiping
up
my
straight,
butt. Blue 42.
like a pencil, though. Like there's no.
No. Yeah,
but
but you can't really wipe it good then.
Yeah, it doesn't even. Your butt isn't even open. You want to start wiping when your butt is in as open a position as possible,
Vote for me.
so you can get in there with minimal damage, maximum efficiency.
The worst infomercial.
And the most poop for the wipe per wipe.
Worst infomercial of all time. So buy our wipes. Try my product. Do you stand and bend over? Try my product. Batman. So
Yeah, those people are crazy, and you're not crazy. Well, you're definitely crazy, but not for that reason.
yeah. And the second one is I didn't listen to it. So nice.
How bitch is it when like the guys that are in the crawling space?
Oh, yeah.
like
Well,
this?
it is
Yeah,
bitch,
of course.
yeah. If you're
But
in
it's
the-
not them being bitch. It's just like
Yeah, I mean,
They're
you're in a
they're
bitch
between
situation.
rocks.
Those guys get stuck and die, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, could you think of something worse?
You know about little baby Jessica? Remember baby Jessica?
No, I feel like I don't want to hear this. Though.
Oh, no, it's fine. Google baby Jessica.
Okay.
Don't Google spelunking. Google baby Jessica. There we go.
Hmm.
She was just here. I'll read this.
I don't want to hear
Start.
this.
No, you do it. It's okay. Scroll back to the top, please. Widely known as Baby Jessica, in 1987, she fell into a well in her aunt's backyard in Midland, Texas,
Been there.
on October 14th, 1987, at the age of 18 months. Over the next 56 hours, rescuers worked to free her from the what is this? 8-inch well casing, about 22 feet below ground. The story garnered worldwide attention. A 1988 ABC TV movie was made about it, titled "Everybody's Baby: The Rescue
Starring
of
Morgan Freeman.
Jessica McClure."
She fell down there. God damn it. Somebody go down there. This is going to take a long time.
So here's what
Start
happened.
now. Hopefully we'll be done within like 60 hours or so.
Crews, obviously, fire and police and everybody were there, and nobody could figure that out. They weren't by an urban center with a ton of machinery.
You're right.
But I mean, they had years and years or hours and hours of time to try to get shit there. Nothing was working. Some random guy
Yeah.
drove by and was like, "What's going on here?" He could tell there was some kind of like bad thing happening.
Right.
The media was there.
Joker was there.
He learned what was happening, and he just was like, "Oh wait, I know how to do it," and he fucking did it.
He goes like this. Wait, I know how to do it.
Kills her.
Got her. I actually landed on her.
Yeah, he was okay. Wait, 45 hours. The adjacent shaft and cross tunnel were complete. During the drilling, rescuers could hear Jessica singing Winnie the Pooh. Wow. A roofing
that's
contractor,
really sweet.
Ron Short, volunteered to go down the shaft. He had been born without collarbones and could collapse his shoulders to work.
Oh, dude, he's
in
a
tight
transformer.
confines.
I got it. Roll out. Got her. Roll out.
The team
With rocket boots on.
considered his
Got
offer.
it. Morgan Freeman's like, you did it. And Joker's like, foiled again.
I'm done trying to read it. Anyway, she's alive, and it was a big deal. And luckily, she fell. Or I guess luckily and bad luck, she fell in the splits position.
Foiled again. Oh, whoa.
So it allowed her to stay like blood still being sent everywhere and her organs still working. Because if you fall and get stuck in the wrong position, blood rushes to your head, for instance, if it takes 60 hours, you're not going to live.
Bro, I had a lot more bit to do, but I stopped, so you're welcome.
Okay.
It is... Damn, he had no collarbones, bro. How was he driving by?
I don't get it.
Holy shit!
They could use me.
Something going on down there. As luck would have it, I have no collarbones. Hold my nose. I'm jumping in.
Yeah, I think you
'Cause
would
he
like
can't do it.
fold. Like imagine folding your shoulders as far in as you want.
Wow, dude.
Because there's nothing blocking it. Like I bet you bring your shoulders in like that. And just are like
you have
ahead.
no idea, and you're just guessing.
Yeah, I am guessing, but that the collarbone is huge and wide. He had none.
That's crazy. If I had no collarbones, I still couldn't do that because my dick would fucking get in the way. I'd be like this. Here we go. Oh fuck, guys. Yeah, my collarbones are folded nicely. My dick and balls are caught in the. You can see here. Look, the tip is out. See, it feels really good.
Do you know what a well is?
Yeah.
The tip would be in.
No. Because if you jump, it goes up and it gets stuck like.
Oh.
And it feels really good. And careful. Like, let's try to get me out here. And we grab one. There we go. And here we go.
I don't want to accident. I don't want to accident. Ah.
Okay, now push down. Fuck. God damn it.
Thought I could help.
Well, now I'm stuck here. We got to get another guy. Dude, here. Fuck, dude. What the hell are we going to do? I know what we'll do. How about this? You grab me, pull me up and down like this really fast. Keep doing it until I jizz, and then we'll use that as lubricant so I can get down there. All right, here we go. No, not you, sir. Get the girl. Not you. You with the big titties. Come here. Okay, grab me and start stroking me like I'm just me. Yeah.
Get your hands under my armpits. Saddam!
Got her! More than meets the eye.
I'll say.
We finally did it. Foiled again!
The worst mashup of all time.
You know, they'll do it sooner or later. The Joker and Transformers and Morgan Free.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
That was wild. Okay, let's do another one.
Hey, at least we're off the rails before.
Hi, Chris and Matt. I'm submitting this video because of the bidet question you had in the last video.
Sexiest man I've ever seen.
Yep.
Where you guys just said you can just wipe your ass clean.
Not ass shit.
I live in Portugal, so the bidet is like a big thing, I guess. It's like a... And I'm just gonna ask you this. If you had like pigeon shit or dog shit on your arm, would you just wipe it?
I mean...
Or wash it?
Did this guy...
I think it's the same thing about Uranus.
Okay.
Well, guys, I love the show. Thank you for this, and bye.
Thanks for listening.
Made up the question after he started recording. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but that's still different because it's bird shit, not your shit. But I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying.
You use water and soap, but you wouldn't. So a bidet, you don't use soap in a bidet. So that's not even comparable.
How honestly, simply and like without any additional shit, what does a bidet do?
It just makes it wet.
What?
You know,
your butthole? It
your
just
butthole,
shoots
it makes it
water
wet.
into your butthole?
Yeah. And so it gets wet poop around instead of dry poop. I guess if you could argue, I don't know, bro. We spent a lot of time talking about this. I don't know. I don't know. I've used it multiple times. I've had a good run. I gave bidets a good college try.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the thing to me sounds like you got to walk out with like water all over you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you do. I mean, you wipe. People are like, well, no, you wipe then with...
How much? So you have to wipe up so much water.
No, I know. You need a blow dryer.
Yeah, you need
Back
put
there.
your fucking dick behind.
Yeah.
Sir?
Or one, yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's just, yeah, have you ever been shit on by a bird?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Used
I
a
have.
bidet.
What?
Used a bidet for it.
You go in, yeah. Oh, have you ever been shit on by someone?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Thank God.
Not even once.
I've had other people shit on me though.
No. Well, that's what I was asking.
Other people's shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How?
You want to know?
No.
I mean, I'll tell the story.
Patreon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sign up for our Patreon and we'll tell you the story. I ate it. And that's it. That's it. Hey, welcome to Lifeline Luxury. I ate it. Dun, 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 dun. That's it. Starring Matt D'Elia as the person who ate shit. Chris D'Elia as a guy who said, "What the fuck? That's disgusting." Okay, anyway.
Cool.
The Joker wasn't in it.
Anthony, write it down at least so we don't
Morgan
forget.
Free.
What's up, guys? Sitting here trying to finish building a deck,
Shit.
bragging, and I'm listening to the last episode, and that guy had that bidet submission.
Oh my God, another
And
one.
he took a shot at napkins. Like
bidet?
napkins don't fucking work,
Every day.
dude. If you don't think napkins don't work, and so doesn't toilet paper, when you're eating sloppy, messy wings, you got shit all over your face. You better stand up from the
idea.
table you're at, walk to the nearest water fountain, bend over, and get that shit off your face. Fucking ridiculous. Bidets are gay. Anyways, my actual submission is right now, I have an 8-month-old son. I'm working 7 days a week to try to get ahead financially so he can have a better future. My idea is eventually I have to take my foot off the gas pedal in order to be present as a father, more present as a father. When is that?
That's a
I need
really
advice.
good question.
Like,
I think of that.
when do they start remembering that dad wasn't around? Because I don't want to do that.
Well, I always think about, 7 days a week, first of all, is a lot. But I think about how, like, back in 1950, being a good dad was going to work. That meant you were a good dad. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
No, back then, that was what a dad did, to go provide. You go to work, you make money.
I'm just saying there were bad dads that.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, they
did
beat
that.
you.
Yeah, there are other things. There's a number of ways to be a bad dad.
Of course,
while
yeah. You
being-
could
while
always
having a
call
job.
your, son bitch boy.
That's one way.
I was at work all day, bitch boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, today too, bitch boy. I'm a good dad. That's why.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, but I think it's tricky because even I think of this, right? Like I think of like we were just talking about leveling up. Like my nut is bigger than it used to be, and that means I have to work more, and that means I'm gone more. And there are some times where I'm gone a lot, and I'm like, is this worth it? I do think of that. So that's interesting. You're bringing this up now. I would say as early as possible, it matters. I really think that. Like 8 months old is like I get it. Like working 5 days a week, that's normal. But it's like you're also missing their developments and shit. And that not only will matter to them, it'll matter to you later on. I mean, what are you going to remember when you're on your deathbed? Your son or the deck you built? You know what I'm saying? You're going to be right there. You know who's going to be right there? Your son, not the fucking deck you built. You're not going to be dying on the deck being like, good thing I built this deck. Your son's going to be there. So I feel like you need to build those moments a lot. 7 days a week is a lot.
Why do you keep saying that? 7 days a week is a lot.
To work?
You're saying he said
That's what he said.
Right.
Yeah, I work 7 days a week.
Yeah, yeah.
And, if that's all day, that's
8 months. You're just around the area when, in my opinion, this is still a very much debated topic, but around then, to my eyes, seems to be that's when the lights, quote unquote, come on in a person. Like, so you're right around that zone right now, but at the same time, they're 8-month lumps, and they're very likely to not even be crawling yet. And they are. It's interesting how babies are both like. The way they learn things is at lightning speed compared to adults, but they are also they take so long.
like you
to
saying
do the basic
like you saying the
shit.
sentence. Like you saying the sentence.
It's just insane, dude. So yeah, I think older than I disagree with Chris. I mean, he has more experience than I do, obviously. But I would say like, or doctors say the ages of like 2, 2.5 up to 5 are the most formative of the young years. And then again, from like 11 to 14 are like extremely formational for who you to become as an adult.
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously you got to do what you got to do. So
Yeah.
if you have to work, then I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You got to do what you got to do to provide your family.
And you're doing it, literally doing that for him.
Yeah.
And he will one day know that.
And here's something too that was told to me that I really resonated with is like they have to see how hard you work because you need to be a good example. So they need to understand what hard work is. Now, look, that doesn't mean you need to work every day, all day, but it's good for them to see their dad working or mom working like that. So don't feel bad about it. I would just be conscious of it, dude. Like it's tough. I don't know. I'm thank God for FaceTime and stuff. I think about like, because I'm on the road, I can FaceTime them whenever. Like dad was gone for doing stuff a lot of times, not able to see us. That must have been hard, bro, for him.
I mean, it was hard for us. I can't imagine what it was like for him.
Well, it was hard for mom, I feel like. Yeah. Was it hard for us, you think?
Yeah, dude.
How so?
I mean, I remember.
It was so long ago, I don't remember.
Yeah, I would just like cry every time he left.
Yeah.
And it's deeper. So
No, it
next,
was sad, though, I
next submission.
What's up, Chris and Matt? Long-time listener, first-time submitter. I've been listening to you guys forever. Chris,
Hell yeah.
almost since the beginning. Congratulations. Super happy you guys started Lifeline.
Nice.
Basically, the advice that I need is my wife and I just had a baby 7 months ago, a baby boy. It's our first child. My wife and I are both very laid-back, chill people, go with the flow. But I've noticed that with family members and friends, when they do something that we don't like, or we tell them, hey, don't give him food, don't give him water, don't take a nap with him, whatever it is, you know what I mean? And they do it anyways, it just rubs your boy wrong. And I don't like confrontation. I don't like starting problems with people, but I have to stick up for my son. So where do you draw the line? Especially Chris, you got 2 boys now. So like, where do you draw the line in not being an ass to your friends and family, but also being like, hey, it's my kid. Don't do that. Whatever it is. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. See you at the log cabin, babies.
Yeah, bro. I don't think it's happened too much, thank God. But mom and dad are pretty good at that. Mom maybe sometimes you should put a jacket on him, and that grinds my gears. But
So minimal though.
it's minimal, yeah. It's pretty minimal. But that grinds my gears because I just don't like. Anytime anybody's telling me anything to do, it gets me crazy. So I take it as that. But like,
Wait, what are you saying?
like I'm saying, it's a weird thing because I remember growing up. Look, your mom needs to tell you what to do. Period. Right.
Yeah.
And that can be because of that. Sometimes she's going to do stuff when she doesn't need to. And as a kid, you're going to be like, I already knew that, right?
Okay.
That's going to affect you in a negative way, even though that's not her fault, right? So I think I deal with those instances too much. I put too much weight on that. And then I get a chip on my shoulder and I'm like this adult that's like, don't tell me what to do. Do you know what I'm saying? But there have been times where, I mean, I just confront. I just be like, don't say that. Don't say that in front of him. Say, it is weird when it comes to your kids, dude. All the emotions come up and different emotions come up. Like you start thinking about like how you were treated as a kid, what you would do. There are ways that you're not going to want your parents to talk to your kid, that they talk to you, and you're like, oh, and you're not even going to realize it till then. Like that happened to me.
I would imagine there's a line that is at times thinner than others, but like where it's like it's either worth the battle or it's not. And I would imagine when most instances when it comes to your kid and the way your kid is treated, it's on the okay, we got to do something about it thing. The big question is calling it out right when it happens or having a more private moment after the fact about it. It's because it's like, if you're with a group of people and it's like somebody does something that you requested someone not do with your son, one version of handling that is hey, what the fuck? I said you don't do that around my son or with my son. Another version of it is a couple of minutes later, whoever did it, you say, hey, just so you know, like I that really does actually bother us, and we don't like that. So if you don't mind not doing that again. Those are two different ways, two different completely like approaches, but they're the same, you're gonna get the same thing.
So that's what he was talking about? I thought he was talking about people giving him advice on being a dad.
No, people actually doing things with his children that he doesn't want them to do.
Oh, that's okay. I guess I misunderstood.
Well, it's kind of both.
Kind of the same thing, but like that's. Oh no, yeah, that's
like don't let him take a nap during this time. Don't let him eat that kind of food.
Yeah. It's like kind of the same, but it's different though. Yeah, I would be mad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Huh. I told you not to give him fucking sweethearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I told you not to fucking give it to him.
Right.
I'd say it just like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do.
Yeah.
But I don't know if your family's different, but that's.
Yeah, you gotta more than for anyone else, you gotta call it and not sit on it for your children, for your own child. It's just like they're nothing. They can't say anything yet. They can't do anything yet. They don't know what's good or what's bad yet. Mm-hmm. It's all your job. That's fucking super overwhelming. But like, it starts the day the kid's there.
Right. Okay. Next one.
Hi, Chris and Matt. Big fan of both of you. Chris, I just saw you in Saskatoon. I was the one who swiped up on your Instagram story and brought 10 of my family members, and we all had a really, really great time. I need advice on... I have a few friends and one of my sisters who do this thing where if we're having a conversation and I say something that maybe they don't believe or they're not sure about, when we're in mid-conversation and we're talking, they will pull out their phone and Google, the said thing we're talking about. And if it ends up being that I'm right, then they just kind of move on with the conversation. If I'm wrong, they kind of stop the conversation in its tracks and tell me I'm wrong and correct me. I need something to say or like a comeback for that.
That is so annoying.
Because why are you Googling something in the middle of a conversation? It just gets me really fired up.
I have friends that do that all the time.
Anyways, love the podcast. Can't wait to
I
hear
never
from you.
do that.
Bye.
I never do that. If I'm disagreeing with somebody about something that has factual information about it and one of us is wrong, I go, oh, and I do not look it up. I don't want to know if it's right. I don't even care.
Well, my thing with all this is, I mean, I'm in the same boat, but it's slightly different. It's like I like the old way of deducing what we come to think. Eventually, if the conversation is over,
of course,
and then you want to be like, well, who was right and what really is the deal? And you're not even with the people anymore. That's different. But so many people are like, oh, let's figure it out right now. And you're just like, dude.
Yeah, I don't like that.
This is the fun part.
I don't like that.
You're killing the fun part because it's one of two things. Oh, you're right. Okay, well, now I know you're right.
Right, like
now
for instance,
and then it's, told you I was right, and then it kills the conversation.
Cool, what else you want to talk about?
All you do is kill the conversation.
Because it's like, oh, Harrison Ford's been in more than 40 movies. And you go, no way. Mm-hmm. That's such a fun conversation to get into.
I know.
But if you could literally just ask ChatGPT now.
Most people, I would say like...
They go like, oh, let's see. 80, oh, no, look, 60, dude.
Yeah, 80% of people.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Want to do
I would never do that until maybe afterwards. But I would have...
Maybe, yeah.
Or I wouldn't care. But people do that all the time. You're right. Yeah. And it's younger people too. Because, they're hip with the...
Yeah, there's just more...
But, it is weird, though. That sucks, actually, that we're not going to have that anymore. Because we're going to have...
ends joy. It ends enjoyment.
Google ends joy.
It ends
unless, you look
fun.
At porn, but yeah.
What you're all doing
is good, but
ends joy.
Pornhub, not Google. But if you want to Pornhub something, it ends with joy. It ends with joy. Not
I would argue
joy.
a lot of people it ends with shame and guilt.
That would be the next incarnation of it. So it would go, oh man, I'm depressed. Oh, let me look at porn. Oh shoot, let me look it up. Let me go to Pornhub. Oh wow, that's hot. Oh wow, this feels awesome. Then it starts over again. It doesn't end in shame. The shame makes you be depressed again, and that's when it starts. And you get to so it's a constant cycle, and then you end up in rehab.
It's a vicious cycle
when you're 41.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. That's true. Very true. Very, very true.
And you meet lots of colorful folks in there, and
But to
you know, it's hard to say, oh, I'm like that guy, because what that guy's doing is, you know, horrible. But I was kind of more just like a guy who got chicks. Okay, if you want to put me in a category with him, I guess. Just don't make me his roommate.
you know,
and then they do, and then you go, I don't know if I can be here for the full 6 weeks, and so they move you, and you get a different roommate, which is he's actually worse in different ways, but not in the moral way, and he's annoying because you're like, dude, I'm not that happy all the time. You don't have to pretend. This is rehab.
he was a happy guy at rehab.
Yeah,
that's really
well, that's what I'm saying. He was like acting and like, I'm like,
uplifting.
you don't have to put on a show, bro.
You think he
We're
was
both
lying?
here.
Or putting on an act?
No, dude. Nobody shows up in the middle of fucking an hour out of Phoenix for 6 weeks and is just like, what are we doing, guys?
Well, no, I mean,
especially when your thing is you want to fucking have sex with chicks. There aren't any.
What was that guy's thing?
He couldn't stop masturbating.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
That's so easy to not do.
That was the whole thing about what I was talking to him about. I'm like, well, hey, dude, it's not really a problem if you just don't tell anybody. Because I was like, did you get caught? And he was like, nah. I was like, then it's not a problem, bro.
Well, no. What if it is, though? What if it's like he's missing his daughter's recitals because he's just
obviously.
Get to crank yanking, you know?
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying.
That's such a terrible addiction. Think about that person.
That guy was, I actually love that guy. He was such a cool dude.
That is so disturbing. Not like gross, but like the mind, oh my God.
He goes, I can't stop jerking off. I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, man. So anyone want to do a puzzle? Want to do a puzzle?
The immediacy. Who's there to stop him from jerking off?
God.
You, I guess.
Hey. We're watching fucking Born Identity. Come on, cool it.
What if he really did in the room with you? What were you like supposed to do? Obviously, there's kind of guidelines for if someone breaks.
Yeah. You're not supposed to masturbate. Nobody's supposed to masturbate in
a period.
There, period. Yeah.
And so, what if you saw him masturbating?
Mum's the word, probably.
Wow.
The whole time, even afterwards. I don't give a. That's your thing. Dude. As long as I'm, not doing it, and I'm in my over on the other side. You know what I would be doing? He's doing it. I'm going like this. Batman, you're being a bad boy. Could you imagine if I did that? Oh, Batman, like, I bet that feels good.
I need a new roommate, is what he would be saying.
Okay, dude, that's the deal. You can masturbate, but I'm going to be laughing like the Joker in my bed calling you Batman.
What if it turned into a kink for him?
He's just like, dude,
do the thing.
You're ruining it. And you're just like, I'm sorry, Batman.
No, dude, you guys get out of rehab. Mm-hmm. He finds your number, calls you while he's trying to come from masturbation. He's like, I can't. Yeah. Could you be Joker again?
Come on, man. Dude, I don't want to do this. I'm at the park. Batman. I'm going to get you, Batman. Okay, anyway. Okay, I'm back. Playing flag football. All right.
Fucked up. But that's the way the world is.
Yeah, I know.
That's how it goes, guys.
I know.
That's the way we do it. Should we do one more? I think we got time for one more. Boy,
hey, man, Chris. I wrote this down because I talked too slow last time, apparently.
Oh, so deeper.
I'm the 18-year-old heartbroken kid who called about a hoe phase a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Number one, I have mild Tourette's, so that's why I'm doing weird stuff with my eyes.
Cool. Didn't even notice, but okay.
And to the skincare lady and you too, it's so nice that random internet people are so nice. So thank you.
Oh, cool.
Anyways, that friend who advised me to go on a hoe phase is in a relationship, a long-time relationship, so that's a no-go. I'm still single, In fact, I have a 100% failure rate on my attempted hoe phase.
Nice.
So
Good. Keep going.
but I'm okay with being single. I'm just bored as fuck all the time.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
doesn't
So
help.
my question is, what do I do? Because I feel like I'm going insane. I have no job, no friends, few friends, no school, and I'm moving in a couple months.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, I mean, honestly,
but
dude,
this guy's so like pleasant.
this guy needs to be the guy who's like read a bunch of books that when he talks about him, women start like
That's good advice because he looks like he
getting
could be that
just
guy.
so turned on.
Yeah, just super wet.
Yeah, you're just like you read from fucking
Reminds me of Their Eyes Were
Marcus-
Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston.
Yeah, from fucking Marcus Aurelius to their eyes were watching God. Yeah, to fucking
That reminds me of Huck Finn. What? Oh, I just
Huck Finn.
Not even that. That reminds me of the Hardy Boys Volume 7. What? Oh, so anyway, Jim Hardy.
Look up like most classically beloved literature from certain eras, you know, like the Greek era, the Roman era,
And then
the Enlightenment.
when you're on a date, do stuff like this. Dostoevsky would be rolling over in his grave.
100%.
Oh, he wrote a book called Anna Karenina, and you know, and then go boom.
Anna
and she goes,
Karenina, but yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so dizzy with desire.
Raskolnikov. That's a Raskolnikov situation if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
Dude, people that are a certain kind of person, like legitimately, it squeaks. They squeak. They're
what?
so turned on they squeak.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's just it's weird. I've seen it in real life. The reason I say this is because you look like a guy who might be curious about the world, and reading might actually be of great interest to you, especially if you actually have months to kill. Dude, like try it. Like literally pick up some fucking something from the Stoics.
Yeah. And then you'd be like, you want to get him back? Who are you, Euripides? He wrote Medea, and I know what you're thinking. It's not the Tyler Perry thing. It is.
It'll also, frankly, if you read,
It explores themes of
Seneca,
revenge
Marcus
and family
Aurelius,
and all that. But yes, anyway.
it'll also end up making you.
Would you like a towel?
Make you get over your shit quicker because that's what those books are.
And you can read and not be bored while you're reading.
That's the main reason. Yeah, do that, dude. Do exactly that.
Right.
And if you need like specific reading lists, here's what I'll do for you. You fucking find a way to contact me, whether it's through the producer of this show that you submitted to, or
A pigeon with
or
a letter.
pigeon, the delivery bird, a delivery bird, or like DM me on Instagram. Fucking sign up for my Patreon. Anywhere, just get at me.
And I will also give you a list of books, and it will be a short, succinct list, but a very, very well thought out list. And it's number one is The Client by John Grisham, and then after that is Hardy Boys. There's a lot of Hardy Boys in it after that, up to 10. So it goes The Client and then Hardy Boys. Well, it actually goes Hardy Boys, I think 11 was the dope one, and then The Client, and then all of the, there's a bunch of other Hardy Boys. But anyway, get to me. I'll give you a list of the Hardy Boys, and I guess The Client is a freebie. But read that. It's really cool. It's an awesome book with Brad Renfro in it.
Awesome. Dude, did Brad Renfro die? He
I know,
died,
isn't that
right? Oh
fucked
my
up?
god,
That book's awesome. It's got Tommy Lee Jones in it. Anyway.
so stupid. Dude.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Remember when Mom got me all those books of The Client?
Yeah, I do. That was a funny joke.
It was a funny joke. Yeah, I always talk about The Client, and
Like anytime somebody's talking about a book they read,
go, oh yeah, have you read The
that
Client?
is like good or interesting, Chris butts in at some obnoxious way and says, "Oh, but have you read The Client?"
By John Grisham.
And it's like a really stupid, like pot boiler airport book.
Yeah, and anyway, they made it into a movie, but
did.
yeah, so I do that, and I've done it for years, and that was the joke in our family that I would be like, that was the only book I read, which is not true. I've read tons of books. I've just done it on screen, and you know. And so then what would happen was I bought my first house, and my mom, as a home gift. What do they call those? Housewarming gift.
Housewarming.
She bought me like a box of books of the client, like a box.
Just the client.
And I filled up 2 shelves of bookshelves with just the client. And everyone that came over were like, "What the fuck is this? Are you a Barnes and Noble?" And I'd go, "No, but it's a great book. Take one." And I had them forever, dude.
You know, and imagine not that many people took the client.
Nobody took it, but I read it, and there you go. If you want to know about it, you can ask me about it. I'll probably get it mixed up with the movie that took some liberties, but whatever. It was a while ago. So I guess that's it.
Those John Grisham books turned into movies like within a day.
Oh, it was so easy because they're already movies, dude.
Yeah. He was writing them, and then like Warner Brothers was buying the rights and putting the cast together. You know,
he was going like this. He was going like this. Okay, I got a new book idea. Here we go. And Matthew McConaughey was like, "I'll do it."
Julia Roberts,
wherever he was,
all the biggest movie stars at the time. So weird,
I know,
so weird.
Wild. All right, there you go. There you have it. Come see me on tour. Come see me on tour. I'll be in Florida. I'll be in Houston. I'll be in Irvine. I'll be in Huntsville, Alabama. Go to chrislee.com. Get the tickets. Thank you.
Have a fun June. It is beginning today, and don't forget to sign up for my Patreon. Patreon.com/Matt D'Elia. It'll only be free for another few days, so get in there and start paying if you want to be playing, as they say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Love you.